How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. So I hit Infinite within a few days once again this month, and I want to go over the two decks that I used to get there. One of which is this W Ronan list. I'll put a link to W's Twitter in the description. That's where I got the list from. Was really excited to try to play Atuma, Ronan, Master Mold, Echo, all these cards you don't see too often, as well as a new card, Scar. All these cards that you don't see too often, and try to get to Infinite with it. And I think I use this deck mostly from 70 to about 88, 89. And then I played the next list you're going to see until about 97, and then swap back and forth from 97 all the way to Infinite. So this deck is really good. I've had a blast with it, and it's just a lot of fun. We'll go over this deck. First, I'll show you some gameplay, and then we're going to go over the lockdown list afterwards, show you some gameplay. I do like the lockdown list a bit better. I don't know if that's because I just like the consistency more, or if it's just my play style. As you guys know, who've seen my channel and watched my videos, I love lockdown lists. That's my favorite archetype. So it's kind of my go-to most months, trying to hit Infinite as quickly as possible. So let's go over this list first, go over the play lines, again, show you guys some gameplay, and then go over the lockdown list. This deck has a few different play lines into different win conditions, one of which is, of course, Ronan, where you're looking to play Master Mold early, save Maximus probably for turn 6, play something like Miss Marvel, maybe a Cosmo, Namor in those early turns 3 and 4, play Ronan on 5, Mystique to copy the Ronan on 6, and then either Maximus or Master Mold to try to get more cards in your opponent's hand on 6. So trying to get a big Ronan is one of the win conditions of this deck. And the other win condition is using Miss Marvel and using some of these other big cards like Atuma, like Namor, try to get your Scar to be even cheaper and just drop a bunch of big dudes on different lanes. Turn 1, you're looking to play Echo. I just drop Echo in the middle lane. If you're seeing less Miss Marvels and less ongoings get played, you can swap Echo out for something else. Nebula, Sunspot, those are the kind of first ones that come to mind. You can swap her out for something else. Turn 2, you're looking to Zabu. Turn 3, you're looking to Namor in one of the other lanes. The goal here is to get as many 10 power cards out as possible if you have Scar in hand to make him cheaper. If you don't, you can go the Miss Marvel route. I generally like to save Miss Marvel until some of the later turns. I found that playing Miss Marvel early, people either have counters to it or people can kind of play around it a little bit. So I like having Miss Marvel as that surprise on like turn 5 or so. Even turn 4, if you've played Zabu, you want to wait that extra turn. But turn 5, if she costs 3 on the last turn, playing her along with Mystique is also a massive play. And then, of course, once you get past 3 and 4 and you're dropping your 4 drops, on turn 5, if you have Master Mold and Maximus, you can look to play Ronan so you can fill up your opponent's hand. Otherwise, I found Ronan does not get big enough for him to be the best play on turn 5. And sometimes just dropping even your Zabu late, or just dropping a Cosmo in the lane that you need, or an Atuma or Namor not on curve just to get some extra power out is a better play on 5. And then on turn 6, you just gotta adapt. You're either playing Mystique to copy your Miss Marvel, playing Mystique to copy your Ronan, playing Scar along with another 4 drop, whatever it is. But this deck actually works really well. I know it looks weird. It just looks like a when I first saw it, I didn't think, oh, this is a deck that can get me an Infinite. But I gave it a shot and I had a blast with it, and it works actually a lot better than you would think. So I'm going to show you guys some gameplay. Stick around for that, and then we're going to talk about the lockdown list. All right. Island. We might play Maximus into there just so we can get some power. So does Maximus hit 10? 2, 3, 4, 5. So by turn 6, he'll be 10. Yeah, I think that's worth playing now then. Inject. Turn 3. I think we're gonna go Cosmo. Tried to block. I guess if he plays Magic now, just going away anyway. But I think we'll play Cosmo. That way it'll get the bonus. And then I like Namor right. Other alternative is Atuma right. Let's go Tumorite into Namor mid, and then that should make Scar cost 0, and then we can miss Marvel mid, and then Scar left or something. It's actually not bad. Please, another rock. Yeah, like Namor mid, Scar for free, Miss Marvel mid. That's pretty good. I probably would snap here normally, but I am playing a game and I'm recording a game and I want to see this play out. Okay. Is he gonna play any ongoings? I don't think so. But I think this is, ooh, this is tough because She-Hulk got that buff. So there's nothing we can do actually to win Metropolis, right? Unless we play Scar that way. Miss Marvel, and then I guess we can go Echo left. Scar will get this buff plus the Miss Marvel. It'll stop the Nebula. That should be just enough. I think we win by 2 there. We don't want to play the Rock and Echo. So I think this is the play. We'll snap back. I assume he's just playing Hulk, and I assume Hulk is coming down mid, and he doesn't think we're going to win Metropolis. We just need Misty Knight to not hit She-Hulk, right? Would be enough. Yep. Victory. G. That's kind of nuts. And so the lockdown list. Not too standard. I mean, it has obviously your lockdown components to it, but this lockdown list is more about trying to reach into that extra storm lane as best as possible and trying to be as flexible as possible. You're looking to be as flexible with Vision, Miss Marvel, Doctor Doom. You have those ways with Jeff. You have those ways to reach into the storm lane. So if you storm on 3, you don't necessarily have to commit to that lane on 4. Sometimes you're going to play Jessica Jones in there. If you stormed on a lane, maybe your opponent already has a lot of power in. But a lot of the times you're just going to storm in that lane and then play Iron Lad or Jessica Jones on one of the other lanes. You're going to go for power in one of those other lanes. And then you're going to use your Miss Marvel, you're going to use your Vision, your Doctor Doom to get just enough power out into that storm lane. The ideal curve here, Nebula on turn 1. Turn 2, you're looking to Zabu, make all your 4 drops cheaper. On turn 3, you're looking to Storm. Turn 4, this is where you're going to have to start kind of adapting. Sometimes you're going to want a Jessica Jones into that storm lane. Sometimes you're going to want to play her elsewhere. Sometimes you're going to want to Iron Lad in the storm lane. Sometimes you're going to play it elsewhere. You're going to have to adapt from here on out. On turn 5, if you need extra power in that storm lane, you play Vision. A lot of times I think Vision is one of the better plays on 5. And then on turn 6, you can either play 2 of your 4 drops if you played Zabu, or you can play Eliath or Doctor Doom to reach into wherever you need. This is probably one of the more flexible lockdown lists that I've played. I found it on Untapped. I don't know who made it. I made some changes, tried to play around some stuff, but I ended up landing back on this list. So I like it a lot. I like the flexibility of it. Again, it's one of those scenarios where it's just easier for me to show you. So I'm going to put some gameplay right after this. I do deck videos like this all the time. I do bundle breakdowns, all kinds of stuff. So check out my channel. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And as usual, if you love all things Marvel Snap, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one. I think that's fine. I think we're going to storm into there. We need some cards to get priority. Or Eliath will be worth it. Ideal top deck would be Zabu. Medusa wouldn't be too bad. It's fine. Play the Jeff now. Probably going Storm into Jessica Jones left. Not worried about Asgard. We're not moving the Jeff yet. So let's do this.
Wind, aid my hand.
Ooh. Do we play it into flooding? Or do we just say take it? We can go Dr. Doom into flooding now. Possibly draw 2 in Asgard. I don't mind that. And then next turn we can miss Marvel, hopefully have priority, and then we can go Eliath. Like that too. Draw 2. And then Miss Marvel. We also have the option of Vision instead. Go Miss Marvel. And then probably just Eliath. Eliath mid. Magic. Into an Iron Man. I mean, all we want to do is get priority for next turn. This Iron Lad will hit Nebula. Kind of like this. It's a good amount of power. Again, I think normally I would snap here, but let's play this out. Jubilee pulls a Living Tribunal. I think if he snaps, we're snapping back. So I think we're just going to end turn and take the win.